Vicky here with you, and today I want to be using my stash and I'm making postcards. I've sold my last set of postcard in my Etsy store, so I want to make some more. And I made a bunch of painty papers out of calendar pages, and I thought those would be perfect backgrounds. So that's what I'm going to be using as my background. And I really love how these turned out. I have been using as well for some magnets some of these flowers, so I have some left and I thought I could use those on these postcards, as well as when I was looking for my records, because my dad gave me a record player during the holidays, an old one. And I was really looking for the records of that my parents used to play. And when I asked my husband, he told me, well, they're behind your stuff in the furnace room. So I went looking and looking and looking, and then emptied out all my craft supplies, and they were not there. They were behind the Christmas stuff. So basically I spent an entire day re-cleaning my craft area. Well, it's the extra stuff plus the stamp where I store my stamps, because obviously there's only so much room in my little laundry room. And while I was doing that, I came across my little books of inspiration, and I have many of them. And I happen to have 3 of this one. So I kept one in my stash, and I figured the other one I could use to make postcards or to make tags or other type of things. And that's what I figured I was going to use on here. And let's get this going. I'm only going to make 4 because that's usually how many I make out of one series. And then after, I figure, you know, that, yeah, just 4 is going to be enough for this time around. And so that's why I didn't put out the timer. Because I was doing so many calendars during the holidays, I totally ran out of recycled cardboard. You would think that, how can this happen? Well, I really did run out. And so when I left my dad's place, I actually, my kids had emptied out 2 boxes of the fun sugary cereals that my dad would get for them, and that obviously I would not purchase for them. So they had used up 2 boxes, and I stole the boxes from my dad's recycling bin so that I could actually use the cardboard, because I was running out so low. You would think, you know, like, how can you actually run out of cardboard? But it's when you use a lot of it, like I do for these type of crafts or for tags or journal covers or whatever, you go through a lot. And I don't like purchasing cardboard if I can get it for free in my recycling bin, because that's basically what happens. You have all of these boxes and nothing happens to them. And by the way, I love when you guys make the comments about the fact that you now are ordering recycling stuff. And last week somebody mentioned on one of their comments that if she told her husband that if he wants to throw stuff away, that he should do it while her back is turned. And that made me laugh so hard. I love it. Love it! It's so cool that, you know, we're giving second life to stuff that people would just otherwise throw away. To me, that's priceless. And it shows that you don't have to spend a lot of money to be able to craft. Here, the paints that I've used for this are all from the dollar store. Well, most of them. but I could have done just with the dollar store. And I use an old pill bottle for some of the mark making, and so yeah, there's really no excuse as to why you wouldn't craft. You can make your own wonderful stuff if you want. So I thought I was going to use this one. It's do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. I thought that was really beautiful. Really nicely said. I wonder if I want to use anything else on there. Do I want to put some text paper? I don't want to hide all the painty paper. But sometimes it's nice to have something else of interest. And I do love using book pages. I think that could be very pretty. This obviously is not gonna cut it for me. If I use this, I've got a feeling I need to glue it to some darker background. Because I think it's going to be too pale otherwise. Trying to figure out how I'm going to assemble this. For those of you that wonder, if you're new to my channel, I've said it before, but if you're new to my channel and you're wondering where I got the stamp that I use on the back for the postcard, you can see it in my Amazon favorites list. It's linked down in the description box below, as well as to most of the supplies that I really adore. If you do click on it, I do get a little percentage from Amazon, but I don't do this for that. I do it because I get a lot of questions, and when I really like a tool, I like to know where I can find it. So that is why I do this. So I have in here some paper. Do I have something dark that I could use and that would look good with this? Oh, like that. Oh, I have this. Red obviously is a no. Black would be a nice. Yes, we'll go with the black. And I think I can manage. So I think I'm gonna have to look through my other bin for other little pieces of black, because I don't think I have enough on here. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down and then I'll cut around it. That I find is the easiest, and I'm lazy. I want something easy. So I hope everyone had really nice holidays, and so glad we're going to be in 2019 right now as I'm filming this. I'm running out of space on this. Shoot. Okay, so I thought I was going to have enough, but I guess not. As we're filming this, it's New Year's Eve, because after that I'm later on this week I'm going back to work, and so I don't have a lot of time. I like to have my videos done in advance so that should something happen, if I get busy or you know inspiration doesn't come, I have something for you guys. Okay, so I'm hoping I have some black in here, otherwise I have to look for my other stash. I have a bunch of, ouch, that cracked, that was my knee. Oh yes, I do have a big piece. Or do I have a smaller piece so that I wouldn't waste so much? Have brown. That's black, but not the same black. Would be fine if it was for a card that I hadn't used some of the black already, but I did here. Oh, that's the same black. And here's another piece. And another little one. Okay, so I think we'll be good. I think I can probably put this one away. I'll leave it on the cover just in case, at the top, just in case I need it, but I doubt it. Okay, so this one is the same black, so let's choose that one. So yeah, like I said, it's New Year's Eve, and I'm very anxious for 2018 to be done and over with. It's been quite a year. Some really good things. I've met amazing people, and I'm so grateful for meeting you guys. But some pretty crappy stuff. So I'm looking for the crappy stuff to be over. Would that fit in there? Oh yes, it would. I'm so gonna use that little piece, because otherwise where am I gonna use it? And you know I hate to waste even the tiniest pieces. It really bugs me. So yeah, I ended up cleaning way more than I expected. And then when that happens, obviously I put stuff in here, so my desk was a mess afterwards. So I had to work on that. I really like that. And I think I want to use the black soot. Yeah. I'm going to put the black soot around this because just to kind of define it a bit. I don't know why I'm doing this part because it's not going to fit. So, my husband is playing with two of my kids. The other kids are playing video games. It's been I went out to get what we were going to eat for supper. We're having Chinese fondue, and I checked it out for a friend, and I'm not sure that it's as known throughout the world as I thought it was, but it's really delicious. So if you don't know it, check it out. It's I really love doing that. Makes for a nice evening of, you know, chatting and just enjoying each other's company. And I bought some beef tenderloin for tomorrow, filet mignon. So very much, that's going to be really good with mashed potatoes, because that's what my husband does. And I like his mashed potatoes. I'm not much of a potato fan, but, and obviously I don't eat a ton of the potatoes, but I still like them enough. Whoa. What's happening here? Okay, so this is not working for me. I'm not doing this. So I'm gonna use my Soho tape. It's gonna do a better job than what is going on. So once I found the records from my parents, I listened to them and I realized that they had way more classical music than I expected. And I'm not so much a classical music fan. So there's some that I like, but most of them not so much. So it's kind of strange. But I did find the Beatles, so I was happy with that. And I had a Michael Jackson Thriller album, so I was happy to find that again. And now I just need to find some of the records albums that I purchased for my son. I had purchased him Olivia Newton-John and Grease and some Barbra Streisand. So I'd like to find that. So I'll be on the lookout. Makes it fun because it's kind of the hunt of something. So here's the first card. I love how it turned out. This being said, it's missing the edging, obviously. Because that's what I do. And I'm having a little bit of issue with one of the words. It just doesn't want to stick. If it doesn't stick well enough, I'll just put Soho tape after. I think it's going to be fine. It's just that I lifted it up by mistake. So that's the first one. Let's get going with the second one. Where did I put my cards? There they are. Okay, so try to go as close to the edge as possible so I don't have to go over it again, but sometimes it doesn't work out so well. I've got my little glass of white wine. I know you guys are probably watching this in the morning with a cup of coffee. That would be what I would do. But we're late in the day, and I take whatever crafting time I can get. So I would have done these yesterday, but like I said, with what happened with the albums, trying to find them and all, that didn't happen. And then the day before, my painting paper was not dry, so because there's a lot of layers in there. So I had to dry properly. Corner is good, and that corner is almost good too. Okay, so here we go. Okay, let's find the sentiment we're going to use, and then we can use the flower. I want something that's nice. If a man's mind becomes pure, his surrounding will also become pure. I like that one. So let's use this. So I love that I'm using my stuff. As you Go with a yellow theme, or I go with all kinds of different flowers, because am I going to run out of yellow flowers for this? I have a pretty one that I can use here. This doesn't have yellow. Oh, I could use that one as well. So then I'm good, I think. I can use this. So yeah, so this is from a book about nature that I just love, from Reader's Digest, and you've seen me use it time and time again, and I love using the imagery in it, from it. It was, you know, it's a great way of using stuff that's readily available. And it's giving those old books a second life, because sometimes they just wouldn't. I like the idea of not making the postcard all in the same direction, so we'll use it this way. So I cut the sentiment out first because I like to have a border all around it, not just because I could do the full thing, but then I would have, I would have the full text in one big lump sum, or if I cut it after, I wouldn't get the black behind every phrase. So that's why I do it this way. And I could use my guillotine, but I just find that the scissors do the job. I love those little Kettlebee scissors. They've been through so much, and they still cut amazingly well. Okay, so if mine becomes pure, his surrounding will also become pure. A little piece of black here that I don't like. A bit of text here. Move that. Hopefully I'm in frame. I had some leftover piece of this book paper. I could do the full piece and then put the text on it. I think I might do that. Okay, can I use this tiny piece? I think so. It's becoming hard to I should use some tweezers, but I don't know. I like using my hand. Could use that little piece. So what's your next? Oh my god, that was a big sneeze from my husband. I don't know if you heard it on camera, but oh my god. So what's your next project? I'm thinking of my next journals. I don't know which to do. I want to do more art journaling. I haven't done that in a little bit. And I've been meaning to do it, but then it just hasn't happened. I don't know, sometimes I get so many ideas in my head, running in my head, that I end up with paralysis. I don't get any of it done at all. It's even worse. Okay, so I'm going to use the black stuff again. Oh yeah, it's strange. Sometimes just all the ideas. I need to finish off my December daily. I'm just... Actually, when you see this video, I don't know, you might have seen the December daily. I might have aired it on the Sunday, so yesterday for you guys. If I can finish it. I was just waiting for a few pictures of the 31st. And then I can finish it off and call it done. I was so late this year in making it, and I only started working on it on the 23rd. Too much stuff going on. It was crazy. It was crazy busy. So just couldn't find the time. I had so many last minute projects, crafting projects to do. My desk was a nightmare. There's a lot of people that say how it's such a clutter and they don't know how I can work in such a cluttered area, but it's kind of weird right now that it's not cluttered, that I have space. I don't know. I guess seeing the stuff on my desk brings the inspiration, if it makes sense. Makes sense to me, but might not make sense to anybody else. By the way, I also love when you guys tell me what you were crafting, yeah, while I was doing this. This one, I really love this purple background. Yeah, the purple, the green, and the yellows, I just think are amazing together. I had done the paper for something else, and then I had to make extras just because I loved it so much. So before I put everything away, I made this set of papers because I figured I can't even make 2 postcards out of one, but it's okay. I'll make something else with the other one, maybe ATCs or something. Okay, so that's 2 postcards done. I have no clue what the time is like. Might be a super long video. One of those long chatty ones. But I know that most of you guys don't mind those. And if you're crafting, it's just, I kind of like having the longer videos, because this way I don't have to try to find somebody else to listen to. I just finish whatever I'm doing, and then the video ends and I'm finished. So hopefully that's what you guys are doing. I'm gonna have so yummy scraps, and obviously I'm gonna keep these to do something else with it, because can't waste scraps like this. And there's texture because of the paint. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's texture on this, which I really love. Okay, so There's this beautiful little flower. I didn't even check if there was something better on the other side. I think I'm good. I could use that one, but the yellow is, the red is too close. It's not gonna come out without having some of the other flower on it, which I don't want. Something really therapeutic. Now it's my daughter sneezing. I don't know what they're cutting, but so here I'm going to do that one, that side, because otherwise it's going to be kind of lost on this side. I don't know. That's too long. I don't really want that one. That's way too long. I like this one. You yourself, as much as anybody else in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. That's something we need to work on to make sure that as a single slab of rock won't budge in the wind, so the wise are not moved by praise, by blame. That could be a good one, but overcome greed with generosity, anger with loving kindness, ignorance with understanding. Okay, so those will be the phrases that I'm going to use for the next two. This way I've chosen them. Maybe actually I could do both postcard at the same time. Let's try that and see how fast that will make it. Will I be any faster in making them? If I'm making them in series? I don't know. We shall see. Well, actually, you guys shall see, and I will see once I edit my video. And of course, I did it crooked. That's okay. Nothing a little scissor can't clip. So here we go. Off to the side. And this way I can choose the sentiment I like better for whichever. It's strange. Oh, there's the fifth one. I was wondering where the fourth one went. Okay, so I can use. I was thinking of using this one. I like it. Unless I use a tall one. But then if I use a tall one, I don't think the sentiment, I don't know. Let's see. That could work. I like the idea of having two in that way and two the other way. I think it makes for a nice set, kind of balanced. Okay, so we'll do those two flowers. Now I need to glue my phrase before I continue, because if I do them all together, I'll mix up my words. I can just bet on it. So I will do them in sections, because this way it's going to be better. This way I can use that. So that is nice. I need to make sure I've got enough glue on there. Okay, so that's that. Now for the other one, got a feeling I'll have to go with this piece, otherwise it won't fit. I'm gonna have to be careful about the other one. Well, actually, I've got two pieces of the dark. I've got another piece of the dark. Yeah, so I'm fine. I will be fine. So let's do this. Trying to figure out which way would be the less wasteful. You can see this paper has been used for other stuff too, because obviously there's shapes in it, and I still kept it, and it's been perfect for this. Okay, so that. So that's one set. And here's the other set. Be nice if I could fit that one in there, but I doubt it. Or maybe I can. Okay, so let's cut this off a bit, and this just a tiny bit more. Oh my god, it barely fits, but it does fit. Well, I'm happy. It doesn't take much to make me happy. A couple of scraps. So this one. That will fit in there. And I believe I'm gonna have enough to finish this off, and then I can throw away the extra little black pieces without feeling guilty. Because I think I did pretty good with them. Whoops. Okay. So. Oops. We're on the home stretch. Okay, so so now I can audition them and figure out which one I like the best on which card. Like that. I don't know if I'm putting this back in the proper order, but it doesn't matter. I know that this is the last phrase, and I believe these two can go with whichever way. Okay, so I think it's gonna be this. Now I just need a bit of paper. Put this behind that way. I like that. And then in the other one, I can put it here. Yes. Okay, so let's ink this up, and then we can glue everything down and edge the postcard and call it done. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I think it's going to be pretty good. I think my husband forgot that I'm filming. He just passed by me, and he's already forgotten that I'm filming and yelling. He forgets pretty fast. Okay, so with that. And put this here. Oh. Marc-Paul, je filme, hein? Yeah. Well, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay, so I'm really loving how these turned out. I love that it's all yellow flowers, and I think it goes well with the background that I had. And I love that I've used those quotes, because what am I going to do with 3 of those books? I don't understand how I ended up with 3. The only thing I can imagine is that there was 3 in a package I purchased, because otherwise why would I do this? Or I loved it so much that I purchased it 3 times, but it doesn't make much sense. And it doesn't remind me of a book that I would purchase at the dollar store, so it's probably not from there. It's probably from a thrift store. And here's one. I love making those postcards, and I'm glad that you guys like them enough to purchase them. You see me make the card on camera, and it takes 30 minutes just for that, but then the painty paper takes about the same amount of time, so yeah, it's pretty time consuming, but I like how they turned out. So, and they're unique, which is what I like the most. Like, even if I make other sets, they're never going to be exactly the same, because my painty paper will never be exactly the same. Even from one sheet to the next, they're never exactly the same. So I like that. And the paint will react different ways, and I wish you could feel the texture on them. It's really fun. It's really nice. Okay, so the last little bits. Okay, so I'm gonna go and prepare the sauce that I use with mustard for the fondue. Yeah. These would be really pretty framed as well. Just had the idea, because they're 4x6, so they're perfect for a regular little frame. And I think that would be really nice. Maybe I should try that next time and share it with you guys. Show you how it would look framed. And obviously you can make your painty paper to go and match your decor, and there's not a lot of expenses involved in this. You could get your favorite quotes. The ideas just keep on coming. Too many ideas, not enough time in the world. Okay, so that for done as promised, and I didn't share the last 2 with you guys, so that one and then this one, and I really love how of a set it makes, and like I said, it would be very pretty framed that would make, and it'd be a nice gift as well for somebody that you love. So yeah, there's always ideas, and looking forward to reading your comments and what you think about them. Bye everyone.